Jay the Emperor checking in once again. Y'all already know what time it is. God has a way. Now, when I'm talking about God, I'm not talking about some man in the sky. I'm talking about the thing that we cannot touch, the energy that runs through all of us, me and you, the ones who are children of God, the ones who do believe in the energy, the ones who know that even if I'm alone, I'm still being watched. There's an energy source around me that runs through me that connects all of us. But God has a way. You could have been bullied as a kid. You could have been traumatized as a kid. You could have just been fucked with at a young age. You never been a bully. You always had a pure heart. You never attacked other people. You never did people wrong. But somehow, some way, people did this to you, and you may have had that victim mindset, like, why me? Why the fuck are these people doing this to me? Or why did this happen? So when you're a do-gooder or a good doer, if you're the ones who just only want to seek the truth, only want to seek God, only want to do right by others. You have a pure heart, you love genuinely, but the other people who may do you wrong, they do you wrong because for the simple fact that they can't help it. Now, it's not to say that you're better, but when you are in a better position, when they see you of a certain light, when they see a pure heart, they cannot help but take advantage because their character is already within them, based off how they were born, based off how they were raised, their life, whatever. You can blame it on anything, but this is the sort, this is the energy of the person. They can't help but take advantage because they lack understanding. They don't have the morality. They don't have the decision make, whatever the case may be. The same reason on why whatever happened to you, it's just random on whatever happened to them. They just are that's the type of person they are. But when they see someone of a certain light, when they see someone that has purity, when they see someone who is different, when they see someone who stands out, when they see someone who's sacred, meaning God is in your life, God has a hand on you, God has a plan for you. You don't even know your plan, but God has already orchestrated the plan for you, meaning you are divine. You follow the way of universe. You have a pure heart. You follow your heart. You do what you're told. You follow your intuition. These people see that, and for them, they feel like it's almost like the thing that triggers you is the same thing that triggers them. Their light, your light triggers them. So whatever traumatic thing they did to you that traumatized you, it's almost like you being you traumatizes them. So they feel like they need to, just like you feel the need to see God, seek truth, be true to everybody, never cross anybody, never hurt anybody, never bully, never step outside of your frame of work. They feel like they have to. It's something in them that moves them, and this is the energy that runs through them. You know what I mean? And the thing about this is you never seek revenge, no matter what they did. They could have crossed you out in the worstest way. Even the people closest to you, family members could have even done this, close friends, someone you were in a relationship, you could have just loved them genuinely, purely, and all they did was do you wrong. So it represents the energy that they have in them. That's why they operate the way that they do. But this is less about the energy that's in them. This is more about God having a way. God has a way. I wrote down a few notes just because I was getting downloads when I was um, like just in silence, just like meditating. But wickedness is the punishment for those who are cursed. So these people are already cursed. That's why they live a wicked lifestyle, and that's their punishment. So they can only do wicked things to you, meaning they live a wicked lifestyle. They're going to forever suffer. They won't have any peace, but they'll seek to destroy yours. Why? Because that's the suffering. They don't have any peace. So all they can do is fuck yours up. All they can do is see you and tear you down and try to bring you down. All they can do is, but the thing about it is, God has a way. This is why you never retaliate. This is why sometimes you may take it personal, but you never feel like you never feel like you get your get back. You always feel like, fuck, this person always doing this, or someone has did this to me once again, and I let it slide. It happened, and you feel like, damn. But you know, you being a child of God, it's just not in your heart to become who they are. It's just no matter what. This is how you know you're a child of God. No matter what they've done, it did not kill you. They damn near tried to do everything to keep, but it did not kill you. You stay resilient the whole way through. You haven't retaliated not one time. Yeah, it may hurt to see these people flourishing, thriving. It may seem like that they're getting better, but God has a way, meaning in God's timing, he starts to reveal things little by little by little. Have you ever had a dream about somebody, that something happened to somebody, or have you ever just heard just from talking to people, you heard a negative thing happen to somebody that did you wrong? This person did you wrong, and you hear about them receiving karma. You didn't even go looking for it. God just revealed it to you, or you just seen it, or you just heard about it from family or friends or from the ethers. You got your ear in the streets. You just heard about something that happened, something bad happened. So this person will brush it. This person, they do so many bad things, and it's a pattern. That's just their identity that they can't really recognize when things are even starting to change. You may not even recognize it. You may look at this person like, damn, they're thriving, they're getting better, they're doing this, they're doing that. How can this person do this and they fuck me over? The way that God slowly builds you up, it's been a long time coming for you. Like I said, you never veered off the path. God has always had a hand on you. So the way that God builds you up, and I'm not talking about some man in the sky, I'm talking about the energy, your divine path that you've always been on, the reason why you've always got away unscathed, untouched, or um, you may have never lost a battle. You may have lost a war, but you didn't lose the battle, or however they said. You always came out on top. You were the underdog, but somehow, some way, you got away. It seems like you're almost like lucky, almost, but you know it's not luck. You know it's God. But anyways, the way that God slowly builds you up, it's the same thing with with these people or this person. It could even be a person, but for me, it's people. Y'all let me know in the comments down below if y'all have dealt with this. But the same way that God builds you up step by step, He's slowly revealing signs. This is the way of the universe revealing signs, showing, oh, this happened, that happened, and it may go unnoticed because it's the same way you do your work. People may not know you pray every day, or you do whatever you're doing. Everything you do may go unnoticed, but the thing is, God is watching. That's the energy. It's not some evil eye or some man in the sky or Uncle Tom or cameras. It could be that, but I'm just saying it's the energy of whatever you do, the energy lives within you and it comes out in other people. Sometimes people try to project energy, and that's why it's just coming out. They need to use you as a mirror to project some shit. But slowly but surely you'll start to see, damn, God was this will be happening simultaneously, and then God was also show them signs of you slowly climbing the ladder. You know what I mean? Again, this is like karma, or this is just the way of universe. This is just how shit works out in its own timing. But you can't necessarily see it. But over time, you can see it. So that's why I said God has it. God has His way, and it's also that people say in God's time and God's plans. That's what that means. Some shit you just can't control. Time reveals truth little by little. Never put your faith in humanity. It will fail you every time. This is the reason why I'm spiritual and I'm not religious. Because when I was religious, it put me in a box. And all the people who I did see worship Christianity, that's the religion I came from. Specifically, I would see them doing wicked things, living a double. I just seen so many ways on why I didn't do it. But the putting your faith in humanity, meaning you can put your faith in yourself. Sometimes you'll feel yourself, your trial and error. That's why you're a human. That's why we came in as human form, because at some point we are limited. That's why we have to connect to a source outside of us, because we realize we can only go so far as a human. I cannot be 100% correct, or I cannot be, no one's 100% good. No one's 100% bad. Even the evil person might have a light heart or just something in them to where they feel like, damn, you'll see an evil person do something kind out of the kindness of their heart every now and then, or just some weird shit like that. But or they'll do kind things in a weird way. It may not make sense, but this is their way of love or whatever they need to express. So never put your trust in a human. That's why you have to connect to God. Every time the person that always doing good and never tries to hurt anybody, and they only do their own thing and believe in God, you'll notice that a lot of times these people will hurt you because you always put your faith in these people, trust in these people, or you let your guard down around these people. And it's just letting you know that I have a quote that I came up with. This came up to me in my mid-20s. It just came to me from God. It said, "Fear God, trust none." That's another reason why I'm spiritual, because I realize I cannot trust another human flesh. I can only trust the energy source that I'm connected to outside of me. I couldn't even trust my own decisions sometimes. Sometimes I would set goals and patterns, and like I would set a schedule for myself. Sometimes I would fail. It would be a process. I would have to build myself up to it. I wouldn't always meet deadlines. I wouldn't always come through. I wouldn't always ace the test. So I couldn't even depend on myself 100%. I had to depend on God, that thing that's always been there since day one, before I even realized what the fuck was going on. It was always there. It literally was always there. Yeah. Reason why we're human, and the reason why God is God, because God knows everything even before we didn't even notice it. So it's the energy of knowing the things that people don't reveal. So it's like even your enemies, they'll be going through some shit. They'll look like they're thriving. They'll look like they're getting better, or they will look like that life is going so smooth for them. But the thing is, they hide what they're really going through. That's the pain. That's the guilty. The guilty conscience doesn't sleep. So it's like, ain't no sleep for the wicked. You know what I mean? Ain't no rest. So it's like, you may not know, because the thing is, God is protecting you from knowing the evil thoughts that they're going through. So it's like, but God knows what they're going through, and they know what they're going through. You know, they got their own deal with the devil or God or whatever they're dealing with. Who knows what they're dealing with? We're too busy on the other side being protected. And these people will, once you elevate so far, it'll get to a point to where like these people are unreachable. You'll start to get to certain areas in your life, or you'll start to walk through certain doors where these people cannot even communicate with you through these doors. They'll be wondering, damn, I can't even get in contact with this person. But again, they will start to see stuff or signs, synchronicities little by little on why. Some people look at God as karma, universe, whatever the case may be. But I'm just letting y'all know what the energy is, just to clear it up. I may come back with a part two. But JD Emperor checking out. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.